not this past week, but the week before, the Iowa House passed a collective bargaining bill to take away bargaining rights from public employees. When we went in a week ago Friday morning, when we went in for a day of debate, the very first thing we found out that House Republicans had decided to cut off debate at noon. Despite the fact there were many more amendments to be considered, they decided they just didn't want to have any more debates. They voted to cut it off. Also, the phone system was not turned on. They had the phone system turned off so that Iowans could not call in to contact their legislators during that debate. I guess I'm reminded of those things on a day like today when I see that our Republican colleagues have elected not to show up for a League of Women Voters Forum. I mean, you can cut off debate so that you don't have to listen to your colleagues make their arguments. You can cut off the phone system so you don't have to listen to your constituents call you, and you can choose to not show up for a League of Women Voters Forum, but I guess you're just turning a blind eye to the fact that this is what democracy looks like.
We did receive a bill from the House that had information in it about that, in collective bargaining, trying to terminate the public employee can't bargain. And so it came to the committee that I'm on, and it came to the subcommittee, and I happened to appoint myself as subcommittee chair, and I happen to be chair of the committee, and so I don't have the votes to get it out.
And just from my perspective, I mean, maybe probably one of the House members should talk about it, because you were engrossed in this for days, but we've had collective bargaining. It was created by Governor Ray in the Republican legislature in the early 1970s.
I was there.
Senator Horn was there, and I was in first grade. And the point is, it kind of works. And if you don't have it, what do you have instead? You have public employers negotiating individually with every single employee, and you have public sector strikes, and I mean we have a system that works, and we should stick with it.
And there should be applause after this, I'm sorry. But there should be. I just wanted to thank the House members who were here today, Representative Olson, Representative Todd Taylor, Representative Nate Williamson, Representative Kirsten Running Marquardt, for standing up against this in the House for how many hours? 15 hours? 36? How many?
3 days.
Yeah, for hours and hours and hours in committee and on the floor to fight for something they believed in. It really makes you feel good to be in the Iowa legislature and to be a Democrat at this time.
I was there, and remember what we had: a Republican House, a Republican Senate, a Republican governor, and we had problems with public employees. We had some teachers in the Keokuk area put in jail, and teachers wanting to strike, public employees wanting to strike, and Governor Ray got together and said, we need not to have that embarrassment in the state of Iowa that public employees and teachers are striking. So we put it together, and it must have been 200 or 300 amendments. Every one of them passed by 1 or 2 votes, and it ended up with a bill that we had and agreed upon by management, agreed upon by labor, teachers, every group. And at that time, if anything didn't work, teachers were in the top category of making salaries in the United States, and I think they've gone down many, many places, like from, if I had to guess, from 30th to 15th in the nation in teacher salaries. So if anything didn't work, the teachers didn't negotiate keeping up there, and in their good judgment, they felt good about education, on how they negotiated for salaries, fringe benefits, and so forth, and I think it worked out fine so far. Thank you.